To my presentation today. I'm here to present to you and persuade you to buy Call of Duty Ghosts. I think it's one of the best games out there because it's had the opportunity to have 10 years of innovation. Call of Duty is celebrating its 10th anniversary year since the release of its games this year, since its first release in 2003. What this means is that Call of Duty as a brand have allowed themselves to have 10 years in the video game field, learning and becoming the best at what they do. Since this time, they've gained millions of fans and have achieved global domination with their game being played all over the world. Okay, so they started with this. This is a screenshot from their first game in 2003. As you can see, the graphics are a little bit grainy. They were the best they could be at the time, but it's pretty square buildings and a bit unrealistic. Next one. It's the same with this in 2006. Sorry. The graphics have improved slightly, but still they leave a lot to be desired. Now, however, they've progressed to this. This is one of the most realistic video games in the history. You can see the HD quality and you can see the pained expression on the soldier's face. It's almost as if you're playing there with them. Yeah. This is an actual screenshot from Call of Duty Ghosts, the release that came out 2 weeks ago, celebrating their 10th year in the business. And you can see the graphics have just improved so much, along with the game quality, storyline, weapons, all that kind of thing, which makes it really interesting and makes you just want to buy it and play it. So I'm going to talk you through some of the features which may want you to make the purchase of this game. The main feature that people buy the game for, I believe, and why I buy it, is for the online. Online is an MMO game, which stands for massively multimedia online game. There are millions and millions of people playing online at a time across the world. Basically, you go on with a basic soldier and you can rank them up all the way to become an elite marine, basically, with the best weapons, best perks, and best classifications as a soldier. You can play against your friends, or you can just play against random people online. It's good for people who are maybe away from home or want to have challenges with their friends. Like me personally, I can play my friends at Call of Duty who are all the way back in England, which is a massive advantage for me. One of the next biggest features on the game is the campaign. The campaign are the missions. Basically, it's just a storyline going, and you follow a certain group of soldiers all the way through a large battle over a period of time. Call of Duty prides itself on its campaigns, as when the games were released in 2003, the online wasn't there, so the campaign is all that the game was. Back then there were about 40 missions per game, but now there's only about 16 or 17, but they're a lot higher quality, with more attention to detail, and obviously you've got the online to play as well, so that gives more to do. A new feature that's actually just been released in the Call of Duty Ghosts last couple of weeks is the squads. Squads allows you to build a team of soldiers and pit them against other people's teams to see who's got the best squad. It's like starting with one soldier that you could do in the past, but now you can start with 6. This type of gaming hasn't really been seen on a combat scale before. It's mainly been with the sports teams, where you can build a whole team of players and then pit them against other teams. So Call of Duty is leading the forefront in allowing these to come into the combat games. The final feature that I like to play with my friends when we're all in the same room is Extinction, or zombies. Basically, a group of you just go into a battle zone and you have to face wave upon wave of these alien creatures, or the zombies, as you can see there. And it's basically just a survival mode, and you can do what you can. You get one gun and you just have to ride it out. So, the users. Call of Duty has over 40 million online players per month on average, which is obviously a massive amount for the brand. And it also means that whenever you go online, as with some other games, you're going to be waiting for a game, and there might not be enough people to play. Call of Duty, you're never worried about that when you go on. When you go on, you're going to hook up, and instantaneously you're going to be in a game ready to play, which is a really good positive for it. Xbox and PS3 are the main consoles that this game is played on. However, when it was first released in 2003, it was only for use on the PC. The Xbox and PlayStation made it what it is today. Helped to make it what it is today, I believe, because it's what most people play their games on. So the sales. The sales this year were 50% lower than Black Ops 2, which was the release of Call of Duty last year. I believe this is because of the late release of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, the two new consoles. They haven't been released yet, or they were released post to Call of Duty Ghosts being released, which meant that people who were going to buy the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One won't have bought the Call of Duty Ghosts for their old console, only to have to buy it again for the new console. So I believe the sales are going to skyrocket once these new consoles have been released. Even though the sales of this game were 50% lower than its the Black Ops release last year, it still outsold this year's main competitor Battlefield 4 by over 20%, meaning that it's still, even though it might be 50% lower than last year, it's still the leading and at the forefront of the video games gaming world, and this is another main reason why I think it should be bought. So, where can you buy it? If you want to buy Call of Duty, there's no shortage of places you can get it. You can get it at your supermarkets like Walmart, specific gaming outlets such as GameStop and Best Buy, and you can also buy it online at places like Amazon and all those online retailers. The RRP isn't what I would call cheap, but it's definitely worth it. At $59.99, it's definitely cheaper than some other video games out there, and you get the value that you get for your money is unbelievable, and you can play it all year round until you anticipate the next year's one. There are also trading options available definitely at GameStop and Best Buy. I know that they offer, if you bring in a game, then they will give you Call of Duty for a discounted price if you return an old game, which is a good option. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and buy the new Call of Duty. It's brilliant.